this softening of stance by the US towards Pakistan, this rethinking by Donald Trump on his approach towards Pakistan from what it was in his first presidency to now, does this explain that? According to you, what do you make of this report and its contents?
My sense is that, as Ambassador Mukherjee said, use of lobbying firms is something that countries have always had access to. Therefore, there is nothing unique in that, except, and this is very interesting, the fact that the report says that they hired them 6 months before the election. If that is indeed true, then somebody on their side had taken a call, which clearly we had not been able to, that Trump was the man to back without doubt. That's one. Don't forget that in Washington, as everybody in the business knows, and I've been in the lobbying business for long enough to know this, the sides are very clear. Who has access to who is very clear. So if you're hiring a firm at a very large price, you're paying for access to key people in the administration. That means you have to take a bet that you expect that a Trump presidency is on its way. If you recall, during that time, we were still hedging our bets. As a country, maybe we had to do that. But I think the fact is that for whatever reason, the Pakistani generals took a call and decided that they wanted to go in this direction. That's one. Second, it's important to also acknowledge that everybody by now across the world has seen that the Trump administration really works largely engined by self-interest. So being able to access and find routes of personal aggrandizement for various members of the Trump family is a certain route to success with this administration the way it is. So for the moment, we have to recognize that Pakistan outplayed us. And as far as recent events are concerned, remember that they've just handed over and been able to show that by handing over the terrorist who was responsible for the blowing up of American soldiers at the gates of the airport in Kabul is something that has given them further leverage in Washington with the establishment, which means it goes beyond Trump, because they've been able to show good faith actor kind of behavior. That is not what the Pakistan state is. We all know that. But they are able to prop up things at the appropriate time to try and make sure that their messaging stays useful, consistent, and therefore very effective. So we have to recognize that we are in that kind of a situation where behind the lobbying firms is the kind of so-called anti-terror, counter-terror kind of activism that Pakistan is willing to do on a pick and choose basis. But as General Siwat said, there is no doubt that Pakistan sees itself as a frontline state for the US, but actually has become a frontline state for China, and China will have to either duck a little bit more out of sight, and that's impossible in geopolitics as it is being played out now, or America will have to reach its moment when it decides which side to choose and how to play this in the next leg of this journey. There is going to be a Trump version 3, which we will see after the midterm, and then let's see how India is able to play its cards even better, because at the moment, I would say we are playing the game inadequately.
Let me take that to Pathikrit Pine as well. Pathikrit Pine, what do you make of this report, this strategy adopted